It was Friday night at the Geek Girl meetup. On the table was wine and Arduino boards. On the floor was my purse that I worried might be taken. So when my Arduino fell on my purse, an idea was born. Like many good inventions, the project took shape in a dream. I scribbled down my ideas on a piece of paper, set a firm deadline, and my quest began. Could I possibly build a hardware startup in 100 days? So, 100 days, where do you start? I needed something tangible, a prototype. This wasn't my day job and I didn't have an R&D department, but I did have PowerPoint and 2 hours to spare. I'm actually a recovering perfectionist, so it was pretty hard to start with this printout. Hardware prototypes tends to be expensive and can take months to do. This was literally a piece of paper and 2 hours of work. But this was my first learning. And by the way, I'll tweet these later today. I was on a 100-day quest. I didn't need perfection. I needed answers now. And my 2-hour prototype was perfect for that. I found a small gadget at home that was about the right size and taped the logo on it. And this became my first MVP, my minimal viable product. It still wasn't perfect, but everyone who touched it instantly got it. So I was ready to start building, but how and with what? I needed sensors and other components, but where do you buy that and how did it work? I spent the next few weeks asking hundreds of questions to find out. The good thing about being a grown-up is that I'm not afraid to ask stupid questions. I'm willing to admit that I don't know, and since I'm actually willing to admit it, people are happy to provide answers. So what is this thing? It's peace of mind in a smart motion sensor alarm. Do you want something to stay in place? A window or a laptop or a baby? If it moves, you will be notified to a mobile device. But could it pair to an Apple Watch? On day 29, I showed my MVP to a man at the cocktail party. Turned out he knew the answer. He loved the idea, and he was the CTO of Apple. Talk about validated learning. 1 year ago, I pivoted my life. I moved from Sweden to San Francisco. Random cocktail drinks with C-suite of Apple just doesn't happen there. In order to nurture my inner geek, I needed to live among my tribe. Day 57, and it was time to use a bit of clay and some kindergarten skills for a much-needed upgrade. These basic clay prototypes work perfect for A/B testing of shapes, colors, and sizes with future customers. A surprise benefit was all the new use cases. So if the iPad moves, Kevin isn't doing his homework. Oh, my stroller is safe while I play with the kids in the park. Ah, when the door rattles, my deaf grandpa will know someone knocked. I didn't have $1 million to invest in fancy prototypes or market research, but $47 worth of clay and paint and early customer interactions taught me a lot and gave me confidence that I was on the right track. Day 68, it was time to make a serious decision. Should we invest the substantial time and money needed to take a fun idea and turn it into something real? Based on all the validated learning and positive customer feedback, we decided to go for it. Now, the hard work began. Around-the-clock meetings on 3 continents, as Chinese manufacturers, Swedish designers and clients, and American patent lawyers and engineering teams. It was exhausting, and our 100-day deadline was looming. We were focused on design and product iterations, Delaware Inc. registrations and patent applications and software development, but we went from this to this in 32 days. The key to our 100-day journey was our focus. We learned so much just from getting the customer feedback that we built a hardware product customer wanted in the first try. When the prototypes arrived from China, I was so excited I opened them on the spot. This was day 100, so we did it. But watch my shopping bag behind me. Do you see the hands? Well, I didn't. If only my button had been in the bag. So day 100 was the end of the beginning. We have a product and now we're building a company. So what is your project, and how will you move it forward in the next 100 days? Thank you.